Lock in, we're about to take a ride. Let me take you inside of the hottest platform on earth. Yeah, we'll be certified. Yeah, we got R&B, hip hop, non-stop. Stay tuned, just watch. Yeah, nothing's off limits off here. We got the game on live. Yeah, where everything's so light. You may be surprised. Tune on in before the show begins. You won't believe your eyes. Where else would you rather be? They're right here chilling with me. Cause ain't no place just like the Fun Room vibes. Cause ain't no place just like the Fun Room vibes. Cause ain't no place just like the Fun Room vibes.
Yo, it's your boy R&B King Avery, you know what I'm saying, the host of Fun Room Vibes, and this week, right now, in the house with me on Fun Room Vibes, I got a legendary rap off in the house, man. This here gonna be different than all the other shows that I've had, because right now, we gotta give flowers to my boy, Rino, man. What's going on, Rino?
Honored to be sitting down with my brother, man, Avery, man. I appreciate the invite, man.
Man, likewise, man. I'm just honored to have you here, man, because it's an honor and a pleasure. And before we even get started, man, we would like to give you your flowers for all the things that you've done for the culture, man. Just allowing people to know that it's possible and to never to give up on their dreams, man. So from Front Room Vibes to you, man, we congratulate you on all the success that you've had, bro.
Man, God is great, man. I appreciate that. And, I'll tennis racket back that to you, man, because you're doing your thing. You're a great singer. And now to see you transition into this space and just doing other things, man, it's just a testament to the versatility that you have.
Right.
So I'm honored to be on your platform.
Man, likewise. And I got to get on yours too, man.
Without a doubt. Without a
real,
doubt.
man.
Without a doubt. We make that happen like this week, next week.
Man, look, we got to do it, man. But I want to get into it, man. I want to get into it about the culture of rap in Houston, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, what's different in the culture of music right now than it was when you first started doing music?
The first thing that comes to my mind is what's different from the business side of it. You know, from when I started, there was no scene, a rap scene did not exist. It was just a few guys trying to rap. Right. So there was no business model in place that we can kind of either just dive right into or refer to. Right. Everything was new. So that would be like a major difference. Now, if you are 16, 17, 15, 19, whatever age you are, you automatically come into this thinking about branding, thinking about the business angle of it, and the creative side. A lot of times takes a back seat to the branding side. Right. So that's one of the major things. It's multiple things, but that's probably the first thing that jumps out. Creatively, you know, we've come a long way creatively, because I wouldn't say the Stone Age of rap, but I would just say the early origins of it in rap, period. Right. And as it trickled down to Houston, you know, we hadn't even mastered our art yet. Right. So now you got a lot of artists that come in and they have these different styles, these different ways of spitting, these different vibes that they bring, and it brings a versatility to the game, even though on the flip side, a lot of it is sounding alike. We came from a time where it was cardinal rule to not sound like nobody else. Right. Once you find your voice. For sure. All of us copied somebody at the beginning. Right. But when you find your voice, you know, you take pride in not sounding like somebody.
Right. Well, man, I also want to talk about, bro, like the difference between, you know, being heard back then and heard now, because now we got social media. You know what I'm saying? And social media is allowing people to sometimes be an overnight success. What you think about that, man?
I love it because social media has given artists a freedom that artists before social media didn't necessarily have or didn't necessarily know that they had. Right. We always had the freedom, but like, again, with the business models not being in place, and the imagination was not even there for us to know that we could just do it on our own.
Right.
We always felt like, gotta get with a label, gotta get them out. That was always just the only door to walk through. So with social media and the way these young people are really teaching us the game through TikTok, through what they're doing on their YouTube channels and things of that nature, it's like, okay, this dude is 16 years old and he can already save the family. Right, for sure. He can already set the family up with generational wealth. Because he's doing, and not just rappers, not just music people. I mean, like streamers and content creators. Right. These guys becoming multi-millionaires, and now it's working kind of like it used to work with us, where we would do all our work independently, build up a name, then the labels will come calling. They kind of doing it the same way. They build these big followings up, they make all this money, and now sponsors are reaching out. I want to put you on this commercial, this particular brand with our clothing. But they are coming in with power. And independence. And they're coming in with options to take or leave any affiliation with the machine. It's beautiful to me. Yeah, man, I just feel like that, I've been singing for a long time, man. I feel like that, to me, that it's more of a shortcut for the new age artists, because right now, you could be an artist that, to me, not even jamming. But if you can draw people in, you can still be a big artist. And that's what what makes a difference with me in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I sit back and watch it. I think that the social media is pretty good, but at the same time, it's like a shortcut. It don't allow people to hear the real raw music like we used to hear. Yeah. We have to find a way to give them that straight to the vein, like it used to be, because back then, and I guess that's the reverse of what I said, because by being only a couple of avenues to really get your music heard, it was either the radio or boots on the ground out in the street, hand to hand, combat, getting it out. You were able to boom straight to the people. But with social media and so many people active, that's another thing. That's a rat race. So many people active, it makes it a little difficult. And what they have been able to do, and what I encourage artists to do, to your question, what a lot of the content creators do, they draw the people in with their personality. People fall in love with who they are, who they are on an everyday basis, because they see the relatability, and they see themselves. And man, this dude, he was on his YouTube channel, and he slipped and fell, and he kept that on there because it was natural and authentic. So then people like that may not have been artists, they'll try their hand at rapping or singing because they have 1 million followers, and that now they have another revenue stream from that, based off the fact that, okay, he made a song, his people gonna rock with it. So what we have to do, we have to take that example and kind of use it in reverse. Like, okay, we musicians first, but we got to also say, you know what? We have to ingratiate ourselves and our fan base to who we are as people. Let them get to know us as that, and that will also bring them in and go a long way. KRS-One had this song back in the 90s, bro, and he was talking about, I forgot the name of the song, but he was breaking down the different aspects of how the music business works, and he was talking about an artist's personality. In the line, he said, people like to buy your spirit. So if you just got that personality, that vibe that people like, man, you can come out, man, I got my own bottle caps. Got my name, they gonna buy them. For sure. Anything associated with you, they gonna rock with it once you introduce them to maybe a side of you that's just not strictly artistic. So what about, like, because back in the day you mentioned how it could be hand to hand and with the CDs and everything. So now we got the streaming, and we know that with these streaming streams that we get, that we're not getting really no money off of that. So far as an artist these days, how do you stay focused knowing that you not getting half of the money that you would get back in the day with the CDs? Yeah, we have to take it back by, same we just got through saying, when you establish your core audience,
right,
when you got your core, then now you can lay the game out to where you don't need the streaming to survive.
right,
You may still go through the platforms just for the accessibility and for the fan base who still kind of go through those platforms, but your core audience, if you got 20,000, 10,000, I don't even take that many, but you got 1,500,
right,
and you say, well, look, man, I'm dropping my project strictly on USB, strictly on CD,
right,
and you can only get it through my website.
right, right,
Then all of those people that are in your circle, a part of your base, they're gonna all funnel to this one point, which is your website, and it's going straight to you.
right,
So a lot of artists, even in 2026, we are still kind of locked in that indoctrination of the record labels, the machine,
right,
the big establishment, to where we feel like that's the only way, instead of organically building up our following,
right,
and they're gonna rock whatever t-shirts, whatever you got. So that has to be the plan of attack. That got to be the war strategy for us to like get our freedom.
right,
Because a lot of artists are now, great artists are now being discouraged from even putting music out.
right,
And what comes out of their mouth is, man, I ain't doing no music because there's no money in it.
right, right,
Okay, and they're right if your only thought of how to make money in music is through those streaming services.
right, right,
Then you're right.
right,
But if you have a name and you don't capitalize on that, and say, well, no, I can't make some money, because if 2,000 people spend 20 with me,
right,
do the math,
right,
and that's a quick, small sample size of it.
right,
You know, so we got to focus on that. And like we just got through, we was talking about Blank off camera a minute ago. It's like the greatness of what Blank and others do, people like Showtime, people like that, they bring the product to the people.
yes.
So
yes.
a lot of us, we get lazy and like, okay, I'll finish the album is out.
Yeah.
Let me wait on. That ain't how it works.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if it's not moving like that, hey man, get out there and bring the product to the people.
Right.
And even if it's not necessarily the actual product, or even if they don't purchase it right off the bat, you still leave something with them. Leave a card, leave
Right.
a poster to where
Right.
you plant a seed. So it's not impossible for artists to make money
Right.
off of their music in 2026. We just got to be smart enough to know how to do it, and it's
Right.
really easy.
Right. And basically a lot of it got to do with merch. Like, you know, a lot of people that's getting deals, they get the 360 deal. With a
Right.
360 deal allows the label to get everything that you pretty much got your name
Yeah, a
on.
piece of everything.
You know what I'm saying? But if you can do it at an independent level, to where you do got a core fan base where they actually follow you to your website and buy, yeah, I can see that happening. But I feel like the labels have made it so easy for people to get music through streaming.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's so necessary to use Apple Music or Spotify. And then they made the cars without CD players.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit harder for artists
Yeah.
to get their music out like they used to do back in the day, unless you're an artist like you and Blank that then paved the way, and people look at y'all and be like, yeah, I wanna buy that. So how should people, look at that aspect of back then and now, for us, like, we can't really do it like that.
Well, what we got to do, we got to understand that anybody that we see that's great, that's doing big things, they had an origin. There was a time when nobody knew who they were.
Right.
Now, in a lot of cases, they may have got a deal where that label and that machine exposed them and gave them the exposure that they needed. But in a lot of cases, especially today, like we just got through talking about how the utilization of social media, these people built this stuff up organically.
Right.
So we have to have it in our mind, okay, I'm gonna work hard to build my name up as best I can. It may
Right.
not bear the fruit initially,
Right.
but I got to really put my boots on the ground to where people know who I am somehow, some
Right.
way, and
Right.
then do it. But we also got to have a mind of of separation and non-dependency on the establishment and on the machine.
Right.
Because a lot of artists, even 2026, still feel like if I can't get signed to nobody big, I don't have a chance.
Right.
And that's
right.
just not the reality. We have to say to ourselves, okay, well, you know what? If I want to simulate what the streaming service does, I can do that. So when I spoke about having your website and having physical entities available,
right.
What you can also do, you can say, okay, those same people, okay, you also have the option that when you pay for this album, I can send you the digital version.
Right.
You know, and then you have it like that. So it's always a way for us to still maintain the control.
Right.
And again, I'll tell people too, if you still wanna go through those platforms, that's fine. You don't stand to lose anything.
Right.
Because they're not gonna have you in an exclusive arrangement where you can't hustle outside of them.
Right.
But you have to make sure that whatever happens, the brunt, the lion's share,
right,
is gonna come to you.
Right.
So that's a way to do that. Like, okay, man, boom, you pay me this $10, you get the whole album. I'll send you the MP3. I'll get it to you the same way they get it to you.
For real.
You know, and all that can be done.
Right.
We just gotta really just put the work in and the time in, and we can't be discouraged about the how big the mountain is, and
right,
the mountain
right,
is the labels,
right,
and the,
right.
Nah, they see the 360 deals and all that. Streaming 360 deals, all these things are part of a design agenda,
right,
to
right.
remove the power from the artist,
right?
Because we from down in this area, brother, and we saw what independent labels right here in Houston did back in the Gap.
For real.
We saw regular dudes, whether they used to sell dope, whether they was regular cats, had some money, took a chance. We saw them build multi-million-dollar companies.
For real.
That the labels in turn then came out and said, well, we'll give you 20 million, we'll give you 10 million. Okay, yeah, cool.
Right.
Cool. Come on with it.
Right.
But even though the labels in the city are not like what they used to be, the game is not constructed like it used to be.
Right.
The basic principles of how to do it, the foundational principles, still there.
Right.
Still there. Ain't
Right.
going nowhere.
Well, I would like to say this, man. You one of the most humble dudes I never met in the industry, man. I just like the whole world to know that, because I done been in the industry and I done bumped into a lot of people that's in the industry, and I'm saying big names and stuff like that. But you one of the most humble guys that I've ran across in the music industry. I have to give you your flowers for that, and to be looked at as an icon. I mean, you don't take it, you know what I'm saying, as a person, you know, like somebody say, hey man, you're an icon. I'm like, man, I'm an icon. You know, you be like humble with it. Like, how do you stay humble in under that type of pressure for like people looking at you as iconic, like you are?
Because I didn't do it.
Yeah.
It's not me. Praise go to the Most High.
For real.
Because any individual who allows him or herself to become arrogant because of the success that they built up, to become bigger than the people because of the success they built up, they've lost sight of who their gifts originate from,
right?
Who their blessings come from, who gave them, who allowed them to elevate.
Right.
They lost sight of that.
Right.
You can never lose sight of the gift that you were given by the Creator. And right up under that, the gift that the Creator gives you is that the fans, the people,
right,
they are who sustain you. They're the ones
right.
who have put you in whatever position that you're in.
Right.
So if you are in this nice car, they bought that car for you.
Right.
Now they may not have put the whole thing down, but you may have bought one CD, one album. You may have bought one T-shirt that costs $20, but whatever that supporter purchased with you, I guarantee you, some aspect of your life, that $20 contributed to that.
Right. For sure.
You gave your little nephew $20 one day.
For sure.
That's that 20 that homeboy spent with you that time.
Yeah,
so
sure.
When you don't lose sight of that, and then you come across what they're called the super fans, the ones that'll show up with a stack of your stuff this high, and just to prove to you that he been buying your stuff since '93.
Right.
You know, if that doesn't move you,
right,
then you either just a heartless individual,
right,
or you've been successful for such a period of time that you become desensitized to love.
Right, right.
You can never allow yourself to become desensitized to love and support. Every individual from the one you first met when you first, because that's what happens a lot of times when I say we lose focus, bruh. In a time when you just started to do music, and the very first time somebody walked up and said, "Hey man, ain't you Avery, man?
Yeah.
Oh man." That day you was like, wow.
Yeah.
You was appreciative.
Right.
You was like, damn, I got a fan. You want me to sign this?
Right.
You want to take a picture with me?
Right.
So then you fast forward years later, and you've experienced that 10,000 times now, you become desensitized unless you say, no, this is a brand new person.
For real.
I'm going to give him or her the same love and experience that I gave the very first one, because they don't know.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm thankful to the people. You know, whatever you're doing, I'm in this nice restaurant. They bring the bill out, and the bill is $140, and it's just being there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I can pay for it.
Yeah.
They paid for this food.
Right.
You know, they paid for the clothes, whatever it is, they paid for the jewelry.
Yeah.
So how dare you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, the book said your gift will make room for you.
Come on, man.
You feel me?
Come on,
and I'm
man.
a true believer in that, man. I want to know from you, like, what kind of advice would you give an artist that has been doing music for a while and feel like they haven't been getting the recognition that they should be getting?
Yeah, you gotta do a scan. You gotta do a backwards scan of your career and look at every blessed moment that you had in your career. You gotta think about every show that you did and the people just love what you did. You gotta think of the folks that came to you after, the folks that tell you, man, keep going, man, you're great, you're just as good as this guy. So if when people tell you that, but you say, well, man, when I don't feel like I'm moving, like, right, I'm not elevating, then what we have to do as artists, and I just had this conversation with somebody a few days ago, any shortcomings that we feel we have as artists, we also have to look at what we could have been doing better for ourselves.
Right.
I've met people who are, and when I say this, I don't mean it, well, you understand, I don't mean it in a bad way.
Right.
I've met artists who are below me in terms of status and recognition.
Right.
I've been around artists who are right with me,
right,
and I've been around artists who are above me and above and above.
Right.
I've been around people who, if I'm here, people that are here.
Right.
And I've seen them complaining from where they are because they're not here.
Yeah.
So everybody's chasing.
Right.
Everybody's chasing. Right. But if it's something that I feel like, or a position I feel like I'm not in, because we all think like that.
Right.
Then the first thing I got to do is, I'm not working hard. It's something
right.
I need to be doing more.
Right. Right.
So I got to study people who are where I want to be. And every situation is not going to be the same, because I don't know how he got right there.
For real.
He might have got there in a way that I ain't going to do.
For sure. Yeah.
You know,
sure.
So you got to factor all that in, but it's about the work, because the talent is undeniable.
Right.
For most people.
Right.
But what used to happen in rap, and I'm sure you can speak to this too as a singer, what used to happen with us in rap when I was younger, we used to be like, you hear a rapper that's popped off, and in our mind, man, that dude is trash, man.
Yeah,
How'd he?
Yeah.
We don't know his journey.
Right.
We don't know if he, if his uncle worked at Warner Brothers.
For real.
We don't know if he decided to let the man bend him over the desk and get it like that. We don't know.
Sure.
You know, or we also don't know if he put his grind in or he worked in a way that we didn't.
Right.
Master P was like the example back in the days, like, man, you know, Master P, not the greatest rapper. He would have attest to that. He would admit to that.
Right.
But you're not gonna outwork him.
Right.
You know, you're not gonna outwork him. So if I'm the coldest rapper, but a dude who's not even close to me as a rapper, he popping off.
Right.
I'm at fault. I gotta figure this out.
Right.
I gotta study him.
Right.
Because he can't do what I do because of just the skill level.
Right.
But I got a better chance of doing what he do.
Right.
If I apply it.
Right.
You know, so that's how we got to look at it.
I think it come from a perspective of back in the day it used to be about the talent.
Yeah.
You feel me? And when you feel like a person is less talented than you and they in a higher position than you, it's automatically you've been conditioned to feel like, bro, this dude is not better than me. Like, what is going on? You know, like, how is he reaching everybody? Sometimes we get to thinking like, is it for me? You know, am I supposed to be doing it? Because I'm a true believer in, you know, the Bible and certain things that it says, and it says that you can ask for the desires of your heart, but it also says that faith without works is dead.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm a true believer that what you put in is what you get out.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So if I feel like that I'm working hard and I'm not seeing the results that I think I should be seeing, then
you question it.
Yeah.
See, but I also remember the 90-10 ratio when it comes to the music business. So it's only 10% talent.
Right.
It's in terms of achieving success. The other 90% is the grind and other stuff.
Right.
Opportunity, who you know, all that crap. The 90% consists of a lot. Right. But also when you put in and you put in, it may be a visual that you see as what you're gonna get back from it.
Right.
It might not come in that form
right
now.
Right.
It might be coming back to you in a totally different kind of form.
Right.
So, but to your point, you're in a position that I don't envy at all.
Right.
Because you R&B.
Right.
It's harder.
Right.
Way harder to break into.
Right.
Especially down here, because if you're on the East Coast, West Coast, you know, the labels are stone throw away.
Right.
But your game is a lot more of an uphill climb.
Right.
Because in all my years,